Pydantic AI agents, the primary interface for interacting with large language models, provide a mechanism for controlling resource consumption during their execution. This code demonstrates initializing an agent and defining a simple tool, then executing a synchronous run with a usage limits configuration to restrict the number of tool calls, anticipating an exception when this limit is exceeded.
From Pydantic AI import agent. From Pydantic AI, exceptions import UsageLimitExceeded. From Pydantic AI, usage import UsageLimits. Agent equals agent anthropic, Claude Sonnet 4.6. At agent tool plane. Def do work SDR. Return OK. Try. Hash allow at most one executed tool call in this run. Agent run sync please call the tool twice. Usage limits equals usage limits tool calls limit equals 1. Accept usage limit exceeded as E. Print. The next tool calls would exceed the tool calls limit of 1 tool calls equals 2.
This episode demonstrates how to enforce usage constraints on Pydantic AI agent runs, specifically limiting tool calls. An agent is initialized with a model, and a tool, doWork, is registered using @agentToolPlane. The agentRunSync method is then invoked with a UsageLimits object, configured to permit only one tool call via tool calls limit equals 1. The UsageLimits class provides a mechanism to control resource consumption during agent execution, preventing excessive or unintended operations. When the agent attempts to call the doWork tool a second time, it exceeds the tool calls limit, triggering a UsageLimitExceeded exception. This pattern is crucial for managing costs, preventing infinite loops, and ensuring predictable behavior in production AI applications. Let's break it down.
From Pydantic AI import agent. From Pydantic AI, exceptions import usage limit exceeded. From Pydantic AI, usage import usage limits.
Imports the agent class, the UsageLimitExceeded exception, and the UsageLimits class from the Pydantic AI library.
Agent equals agent anthropic, Claude Sonnet 4.6.
An agent instance is created and assigned to the agent variable, configured to use the anthropic Claude Sonnet 4.6 model.
At agent tool plane. Def do work SDR. Return OK.
Decorates the doWork function, registering it as a tool with the agent that does not require access to the agent's internal context.
Try.
Initiates a try block, which allows for error handling by attempting to execute code that might raise an exception.
Hash allow at most one executed tool call in this run. Agent run sync please call the tool twice. Usage limits equals usage limits tool calls limit equals 1.
Invokes the agentRunSync method with the prompt please call the tool twice, and sets a usage limits constraint that allows a maximum of 1 tool call during this synchronous execution.
Accept usage limit exceeded as E. Print. The next tool calls would exceed the tool calls limit of 1 tool calls equals 2.
Catches a UsageLimitExceeded exception, assigning the exception object to E, and then prints the string representation of E to standard output, which in this case indicates that a tool call limit of 1 was exceeded by 2 calls. This demonstration highlights how Pydantic AI agents, the core interface for interacting with large language models, can be precisely controlled to manage resource consumption. By initializing an agent and registering a tool with @agentToolPlane, we establish the operational components. The crucial element for control is the usage limits configuration, applied during an agentRunSync call. This allows us to set explicit constraints, such as tool calls limit equals 1, which directly governs the number of times the agent can invoke its registered tools. When the agent attempts to exceed this predefined limit, a UsageLimitsExceeded exception is raised, providing a robust mechanism to prevent unintended operations, manage costs, and ensure predictable behavior in AI applications. This pattern effectively transforms an otherwise open-ended AI interaction into a bounded, controlled process, making AI agents more reliable and production-ready.
Agent craves 2 tool calls. Usage limits permits 1. Desire exceeds bounds, prompting swift halt.